In our daily lives, when a fire breaks out, most people's first reaction is to use water to put it out.
But what if you had two buckets in front of you, one filled with cold water and the other with hot water? Which one would you choose to fight the fire?
Most people would think cold water works better because it's colder and fire is hot. But surprisingly, that's not always true. Both hot and cold water can extinguish fire, but their effectiveness depends on more than just temperature. Water has a high heat capacity, which means it can absorb a lot of heat before its temperature rises.
When cold water touches the flames, it absorbs heat rapidly and cools the fire down.
Once the temperature drops below the fuel's ignition point, the fire goes out.
When water meets fire, it also turns into steam, which expands about 1,700 times in volume.
That steam helps reduce the amount of oxygen around the flames, making it harder for the fire to keep burning. But here's the twist: hot water can actually be even more effective. Because hot water is closer to its boiling point, it turns into steam faster when it hits the fire. That rapid evaporation absorbs a lot of heat, cooling the fire even faster. In the 19th century, researchers in Britain discovered that boiling water could extinguish fires up to 10 times more efficiently than cold water. So in theory, hot water seems like the better choice. But in real life, it's not that simple. During an emergency, it's almost impossible to find a large amount of hot or boiling water quickly. Plus, the steam from hot water could easily cause burns to people nearby. That's why, in most cases, cold water is the safer and more practical choice. But remember, water isn't always the answer. If an electrical fire starts and the power isn't cut off, never use water. Use a dry powder extinguisher, carbon dioxide, or sand instead. And for oil fires, never pour water on them either. It will only make things worse. In that case, just cover the pan with a lid and let the fire suffocate on its own. So next time you see a fire, remember, it's not just about water, it's about using the right method.